Good morning, everyone. Welcome, or good afternoon, or good evening. You know, we're international, so it could be anytime, day or night, wherever you are, you're welcome. And we're so happy that you're here to join the Health In Show. This is an affiliate of Homeopathy World Community, and we're delighted to be here each and every month bringing you something really juicy to listen to, understand, get to know, help your life, wellness, health, and all that good stuff. So we have a guest for sure, and I want to thank Amnon before we get started. Hey there.
Hey,
Man with the voice.
you're welcome.
Thank you. And listen, everyone, please feel free to put your name under the video and join our chat. You can ask questions, you can comment, do whatever you like over there. And you don't have to put your real name if you don't want to. You can always contact us through Skype at computers. That's plural, then the number 2K voice if you want to join us on voice and you want to comment and ask questions. This show is for you. So please feel free to join us anytime. We'd love to have you. And so let me go ahead and introduce Uta. I don't know what our world at Homeopathy World Community would do without this woman. She is just like, I'm the paste, maybe she's the glue. Or she's the paste and I'm the glue. I have no idea. But whatever it is, my glue needs her paste and her paste needs my glue. And so anyway, let me introduce Uta, and then Uta's going to introduce Chanel, and we're going to introduce our guest and go from there.
Before everybody introduces everybody, though, Marilyn, you have a device there that you are watching. Something is echoing. Are you listening to the show on another, like on the computer?
Just the way I usually always do.
Is the sound on?
Yeah.
No, you need to turn the sound off. I mean the sound from the show, not the sound from Zoom.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what I should do because I am not doing anything different than I normally do.
All right. Okay.
So,
keep going. Let's see if other people.
Okay.
Okay, hello everyone from the sunny south of Portugal. I'm Uta and I'm excited today because we have two guests on our show, so to speak. We are introducing our CCO of HWC to the show today. This is Chanel Steiner, and honestly, I wouldn't know how we would get along without her. I mean, talking of glue and paste, and I don't know what to add in there, but there's definitely something in there because we simply wouldn't be able to do it without Chanel. So Chanel is here from South Africa today, so we're excited you're on the show. Hello there.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for that introduction.
Absolutely marvelous. She's a homeopath in South Africa, and she is at the core of what is being done at HWC and what we're all doing there, of our wonderful team, because we've got a fantastic team. And I would like to introduce our guest today. We've got an exciting guest today. Her name's Em Colley. I know her from my engagement and her engagement across social media and Twitter and God knows what. As a homeopath, we're very active in the homeopathic community. And she's a beautiful spirit. She's a fantastic homeopath. And she's here today to tell us a bit about what she does, homeopathy, what she does as a laughter yoga leader. And that's very, very interesting. I'm really excited about it. Hello, Em.
Hi. Hi. Good afternoon from me, but good morning to other people who it's morning for. I love these international events, and it's just spread across the world with our different time zones.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Good morning. Good
absolutely.
Afternoon.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Emma.
So I've been a homeopath for 15 years. This year, when I graduated, my daughter was 6 months old. So as I kind of say to people now, I then went through a divorce when she was a year old. We moved house. You know, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So it's you know, in terms of training and becoming a homeopath, it's been an absolute passion. It's not been always easy, but it's been so worthwhile. Such a beautiful, incredible job to be doing. So really love doing that. I do laugh a lot. I laugh a lot in my life, and sometimes where I've practiced, people have been like, is that laughter therapy? I'm like, never intended it to be. It's quite serious sometimes. But we do laugh in our consultation, or I laugh in my consultations with clients where appropriate, clearly. And it just felt a natural thing when I thought about studying laughter yoga. So I thought I'll study that and incorporate that. And now I offer 2 free sessions a week of laughter yoga, which are online and anyone can join in with. So yeah, that's a kind of brief. Here I am. Yeah.
Can I just ask you, what is many of our audience participants are not homeopaths. They're interested in health and wellness, and maybe they are homeopaths, maybe they want to be a homeopath, they're a naturopath, all over the world, right? All over the gamut as far as interests. What is the intersection of yoga and laughter? Where does it come together?
Yeah, so I think that's a really, really great question. And I did have a couple of like gorgeous people turn up to one of my online laughter yoga sessions dressed in their yoga kit and like, we're ready to go, Em. And I'm like, you really don't need the yoga gear. We're not doing any downward dogs while we laugh heartily. So for anybody thinking they might join in, there's no need to rush off and get your yoga kit on. But the intersection, I believe the reason that they called it laughter yoga is because it's combining laughter exercises with yoga breathing. So what we're doing is doing those lovely deep breaths whilst we laugh. Sometimes that's about survival, because if you laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh, after a while, it's quite tiring. So sometimes just stopping and having a really nice deep breath is actually, really helpful to do as you go through it. But that, bringing more oxygen ideally into the body and the brain, we're helping ourselves feel more energetic and healthy. So it is that laughter exercises, deep breathing. And laughter yoga originated from India, the home of yoga, really, I guess. So it's lovely that these two interwove. It was founded by a medical doctor, Dr. Madan Kataria, who talks about himself. Talks about his journey in this great wee book. I'll hold that up so you can see. It's a really nice, easy read. But talks about how serious he was and how important it was that life was important and serious, and study hard and work hard, and gradually recognise he needed laughter more in his life, and patients needed laughter, and the reduction of stress. And we'll talk, I guess, as we go through of different benefits of laughter yoga. But that just being able to laugh and lighten up and take life a little bit more playfully. I feel like I've gone on a big tangent there, but hopefully that explains a little bit more about the intersection between the two.
How old is laughter yoga?
Well, Dr. Madan Kataria started out in 1995 in a park in Mumbai with just 5 people. So started in 1995. So what does that make it now? 27 years old. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And since then, since that 5 people that he persuaded to join him in the park, and the hundreds that looked odd and thought, I don't think I'm joining in with them, it's spread. It's over hundreds of countries with over thousands of laughter clubs all around. And those are online as well as in person. So there's a real joy in this whole situation where we've all gone online. I trained online with Dr. Madan Kataria, the founder of it. And he's there in India with his associate as well. So it's so great to be able to sit in my little room in North Yorkshire and train via this international brilliant community. We had someone in South Africa training as well with us, actually. She was joining us from the safari walks that she did, and just a really surreal experience from my little room here. Yeah, so 95 it started.
Perfect. So the first thought that came to my mind was, first of all, do we do the downward dog laughing rather than panting and sweating? But you already answered that. It's not like that. We're going to learn a little bit more about what it actually is a little bit later on. But I've been wondering, a wholehearted laugh, and I'm assuming that's what it needs for laughter yoga. So a question that crept into my mind is, so how's that laughter going to come near to that wholehearted laugh when someone cracks a really good joke?
Yeah. I think that's again a great question. What we're doing in laughter yoga is we're kind of going beyond that need for a sense of humor or for jokes. So it's described as a unique concept where anyone can laugh for no reason without relying on the jokes, humor or comedy. So it means when those brilliant jokes are in short supply, which, you know, to be fair, during the last couple of years in the UK, it's been a little bit bleaker. It means you're showing up to almost like, well, an exercise class ultimately. So we're initiating laughter as an exercise in a group. And with that eye contact and childlike playfulness, I always, you know, when doing sessions, I invite people to bring along their inner, you know, 5-year-old, 6-year-old. Kids laugh all the time, don't they? They laugh like hundreds of times a day. And then we become really serious and we're paying our mortgages. And, you know, I sense I'm in a lovely, joyful, happy community here. But lots of people in the world don't laugh half as often.
Yeah.
And we laugh for much shorter generally. We laugh for kind of seconds compared to those minutes. And ideally, we should be laughing for kind of 10 to 15 minutes a day to be getting those proven health benefits of laughter yoga. So it's definitely that big belly laugh is really, really important. You know, we're laughing with our diaphragm, we're laughing. And some people, I guess, are less happy to do that. I'm sensing I'm not here in this group that people are more inhibited, which is gorgeous to see.
Yeah, you won't find those kinds of inhibitors.
There's no shyness, is there?
Yeah, really.
Not here.
I know that Chanel might have a question too, but I wanted to ask you just while we're on the breathing, and then obviously we want to go to the health benefits and all of that. But let's say, for instance, when I'm doing yoga and I am in, I think you call it plow. Is it plow when you
describe it?
when
I'm
you're
not a yoga,
like
yoga
a shoulder
person.
stand, and then you go back with your
Okay,
legs.
gotcha. Yeah.
And I am squishing the heck out of my stomach and my diaphragm, and I can't breathe, period. And I'm really trying hard to breathe, to stay there, you know, where my knees touch my ears, whatever, and that they don't touch. What do you do with the breath and the laughter when you can't breathe?
I think breathing is gone.
Does the laughter break up, smooth out, break up the moment so you can breathe? Or does the breathing help you open up to the laughter and to laugh more, to then breathe more?
I would go, if I had to choose between laughter and breathing, I'd go breathing every time. You know, you have to do that one.
I wonder why.
Try and stop. Yeah, so we're not, first of all, we're not doing any, I mean, I like your sound of your flexibility, but we're not doing any of those, you know, advanced yoga poses during it really is just the yoga part of it, it's just the breathing. So the exercises are things like, we'll pretend we're pouring a milkshake and we'll drink it, or we might pretend to be Jack in the Boxes or on a phone call, or, you know, we're not going to be doing, you know, bridges.
Okay, so it's different kind. It's doing the poses differently and the breathing. I got it. Okay.
Yeah,
I had no idea because I can't breathe when I'm doing that,
No.
so I can't imagine how I would even laugh. I can't stay there long enough to even do anything. Okay, that's.
Although my
thank you
gym
for that.
experience, I laugh my way through because I can't do half of the things we're supposed to be doing. They just put your toes to the
Then,
star.
then we should be in the same class because that's me. So thank you for that. That's really just Chanel. We don't want to. Did you have a question while we're on these subjects?
Yeah, I actually wanted to be. I think we're going to move into health benefits now. What do you say to the skeptics? I know we deal with skeptics all of the time, and laughter yoga being fairly new, but being backed by a medical professional, that's helpful. But how do you address skeptics that laughter yoga, when we all actually do know that laughter is, you know, the best medicine? So that's my question. How do you deal with the skeptics?
Yeah, I don't think I've encountered a skeptic of laughter yoga, so I haven't got an experienced answer to give to that at this point in time. I would just say, you know, suck it and see, give it a go and see if you feel better after it. You know? We should probably say that.
It's a great answer.
We should probably say that about our small white pills, but, you know, that's a harder thing, isn't it? You know? Yeah, I haven't. I genuinely haven't encountered. People either don't come along, or no. Actually, that's there is occasionally people in a group who are like, I'm stood there, but I'm not really. And I have shared my experience about laughter yoga, which is for the first time I ever did a session. I was at WOMAD at a festival in the UK, and me and my friend went along. And there was all this like pretend to shake hands and then laugh and maybe hug each other. That was pre-COVID, hug each other and laugh. We probably did the milkshake one because it's a really well-known laughter yoga exercise. And I was like, this is a load of, this is nonsense. This is not funny. So I was kind of like, ha, 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 ho, 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 fake laughing my way through. And all the way through, I was like, I don't think I'm ever doing this again. Which I always love when I look back and think, oh, really? But got to the end of it, and we did a yoga nidra meditation, and me and my friend could not. We were in that point when you were snorting with laughter, and you could not stop. And then I would calm down, and she would snort, and then we would just be setting each other off, and then some other man over there would snort, and then suddenly, so I clearly got it, even though I had to fake it the way through the session. So I have shared that experience, and actually now when I lead sessions, I often start with that experience in terms of it's okay if you don't think it's funny. Just go along, go with your kind of ha ha ha, ho ho ho, and you get the benefit of it, even though, because our brain can't differentiate. If we're doing laughter with willingness, our brain doesn't differentiate between real or simulated laughter. So we are getting the health benefits anyway. But in terms of actual direct skeptic questions, never had any to me. But yeah, I have seen people going, what's she on about? So I do try and share that experience, and have had I think she's talking about us, kind of whisper across the crowd. But yeah, I think it is definitely more, people are more open to it, I think, because it's less involved. There's less of a like, but how does it work? I mean, we don't ask how aspirin works, do we, or antibiotics, but laughter seems to be an easier topic than our H word.
And it grows. I mean, if somebody is laughing, other people tend to. I remember, I don't know if you all knew the game Ha Ha, I think. It was a game that we played as kids, and it had like a plastic, like tablecloth, let's say, that you put on the floor. And it had different circles on it, like red, green, whatever. And you would spin the thing, and you had to put an arm, let's say, on the red circle, and then somebody else would go, and you were all, kind of all entwined with each other, and somebody would start to laugh, and everybody would start to laugh because it was funny. So I think that's also supportive of when you're doing laughter yoga. When somebody starts to laugh, it's almost hard not to start to laugh at them.
It's contagious,
or with
isn't
them.
it?
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
And now we have Deepak here. I don't want to. I didn't see him come in, but he kind of slid in. So good morning or good afternoon. I don't know what time. Oh, it's India. You're ready for bed.
Evening. Good evening.
So,
Hi.
this
good
is
to meet you.
wonderful that you are explaining the laughter yoga to the world. And we are already celebrating the International Yoga Day on 21st of June every year. So laughter yoga is just not only to the laugh, it is to stimulate your beauty from inside, and to stimulate your thyroid gland, to stimulate your para hormones, which give you the positivity. That is the actual meaning of the laughter. When we are doing ha ha ha, then our thyroid is stimulating. It's working very well, especially in the morning when you are doing. And the para hormones is also give you the positivity throughout the day. So I request everyone who are listening to M and all of us that you just smile a day, especially in the morning when you woke up from the bed. Just smile for a few seconds and
You're breaking up. We missed what you just said, Deepak. Hopefully he'll come back. Yeah, yeah. So I think one of the things he's saying, and Uta and Chanel, and I know you
Am
probably
I
can. Go ahead. You can attest to the fact that the smiling is connected directly to the heart. It's like one nerve, one whatever they call it. I don't know. So that does affect, just smiling affects the heart.
And
Absolutely.
there was a study in Germany, I believe it was 4 German scientists. They got a group of people to hold chopsticks, and they got them to hold them sideways like that, but downwards, downwards like that, or no chopstick. And they discovered that the just even by inducing those facial muscle changes, so by stimulating that smile through holding the chopstick. Why they didn't ask them to smile, I don't know, but they did it with the chopstick. Yeah, that was not effective. And so what they found was that they were able to that change of facial muscles led to release of neurochemicals, causing that positive mood and improved well-being. So even just holding your pencil sideways instead of downwards, but that's just proof that we can do that with our smile. So, and absolutely.
Okay, we're all sort of, you can see us, we're all sort of taking our pencils into our mouth and are trying this out.
I'm afraid mine will end up in my nose. I don't think that'd be very pretty. So should we start to talk about? Oh, actually, I want to talk about the health factors, but I'm also very curious to see and do a breathing with laughter, or however that looks. But Uta, Chanel, you chime in here anytime.
I think before we start, because once we start laughing, I have the feeling we're going to continue laughing, and then this might drown. So can we hone in on the health benefits of laughter and laughter yoga at this point? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course. So, in terms of physical benefits, I think you've got things like it's toning the digestive system. So just by using those abdominal muscles in that laughing process, we're toning our digestive system, which so many people, patients, so many of us in the world can have that sluggish. We sit so much, don't we? So if we can be just giving it like an internal jogging session by not actually jogging, because some people I love a good jog. I feel like a gazelle when I jog. I think I probably don't look like it, but I feel like it. So we're toning the digestive system. We're also improving the circulatory system. So I did laughter yoga all through winter, and it would be the one time I would be stripping off my clothes. I would just get really lovely and warm. So we're improving our circulation, and also we're strengthening our respiratory system. And in terms of other things we can do, we can lower our blood pressure. There was a research study from India showing that 10 minutes laughter yoga was able to help reduce the blood pressure by 10 to 20 mils. There's a German study out there that compared stomach crunches to laughing, and actually found that laughter yoga was more beneficial for activating those abdominal wall muscles than doing stomach crunches. So really,
that's a good one.
I knew I showed up today for the right reason.
That's news I've gotten all year, I think.
How is that even possible? I mean, how is it the isometrics? Is it the, when you're laughing, I guess you're moving your stomach muscles.
When you're doing those belly laughs, your stomach is really activated. And
why am I not thin? I laugh a lot.
How often do you laugh, like for a longer period of time? Because if we're talking like 10 to 15 minutes.
Enough where I can't catch my breath sometimes. I mean, does anybody else have that issue? Do you ever laugh where you can't catch your breath?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, we can't get through a meeting without one of us not being able to get back.
Good. That sounds a healthy meeting.
Oh, we're a very healthy homeopathic group.
Yeah. I can't imagine many more meetings around the world where people say things like that. That's a good sign. What are the research? Things like
the fabulous team.
more restful sleep. There's a study about Norman Cousins, who was diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis, who found that I think he did 20 minutes, half an hour of laughter, and he was able to get 2 hours of pain-free sleep after it. So pain reduction, obviously a reduction in stress, and with depression as our leading cause of disability in the world now, anything that improves that stress and reduces depression has to be worth signing up for, I reckon, these days. So loads of, obviously we're boosting our endorphins, our serotonin, our happy hormones, reduction of pain. There is technical details about how it boosts the immune system. I haven't got them here right now, but a boost of the immune system. And then we know that, don't we? When we feel better, we're just much more able to do our daily life. It's really easy. Just makes sense, really, because our body and mind as well. I think it's really important to say, and if anybody watching hasn't seen the TED Talk by a lady called Amy Cuddy about power poses, that's really worth a watch. I love a good TED Talk, especially when I'm making dinner, chopping the veg and TED Talk. And she talks about that two-way relationship between our body and mind. If we're feeling depressed and we're sat, down like this, we're not going to laugh as much for a start, but as soon as we start to open up, stand up, chances are we're going to start to feel a little bit better in our mind as well as in our body. And I think laughter yoga can bring that. We can laugh through all sorts of adversity. We had a pet lizard died. We'd had him quite a lot of years, and it was kind of quite traumatic finding him. I'd got a laughter yoga session, I don't know, half an hour after I found him, and I'm like, I don't think I can go to that. And my partner's going, crack on, get in there. Going to be much better for you. And yes, there was the grief and the shock, but actually being able to deal with it from a much better place was so positive. And reading stories of people going through grieving, turning up still to laughter yoga sessions, really it doesn't take it all away and make it all better, but to be able to deal with things in a better space, I think laughter yoga can bring us that as well.
And then I guess this would be a good time how do you use both homeopathy and laughter yoga in your practice? I mean, what is the pattern? Is it somebody comes in? I mean, maybe there is no pattern, but give us a scenario of a client, that comes in for whatever, and how you would utilize both.
I would say I don't. So I primarily I'm a homeopath. My laughter yoga is something that I do at events. I did this weekend at a homeopathy college. We had 9 students with us laughing. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous place to be in that room. And I do the online sessions UK time Tuesday 5:30 and 7 o'clock on a Friday morning. So they're totally separate. People are welcome to come along to them that are clients. I'm just thinking now, I've got a few clients that come to them and a few people who I know from elsewhere. They're not huge sessions, so they're very unintimidating if anyone wants to. I don't massively promote them. I do it for myself and for the people who come along. And yeah, event days, so being at sort of like days of happiness set up with a friend, and turning up to that and doing laughter yoga with a big room full of people is just a really gorgeous experience. But no, it's generally not kind of mix and match / it's a totally standalone thing that I do. And it's a great practice to remember at home. Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just, the question just popped up for me. Do you think it has potential in the treatment of patients? I'm thinking of depression and sadness, of melancholy.
I think it has a lot of potential, yeah. And probably I could incorporate the two more. I tend to, I haven't intertwined them, to be honest. It has been a separate, if you want to come along to this. But I do think maybe even teaching people to laugh alone can be helpful. Get up, spend 5-10 minutes doing some laughter exercises yourself. And definitely, I think it can have a huge benefit in terms of
and is there a remedy that would be a good remedy for someone who is having, let's say, laughter issues?
Just to do it, I think we forget how as kids, probably, some people I think I was more serious as a child than I am as an adult, actually. I took it quite seriously. But I think ultimately our constitutional remedy is where I think we bring so much into balance, and we're able to move forward in a gentler, more graceful way in life often. But just giving it a go and laughing. And I think it's so beautiful. We have these, I'm a bit of a neuropsychology geek as well. We have these mirror neurons, they're called, in our brains. So if we see somebody else laughing, we're going to laugh. If you're stood in front of a mirror, our brain isn't that intelligent. So I think we start to laugh ourselves, and we're seeing somebody laugh in front of us. It sounds like my parents' puppy who thinks there's another dog there. But anyway, just 1 second, let me double check on something.
Well, isn't that exciting? What a super topic.
It would. Can I ask you
Sorry,
something?
in life's adversity moments, my partner's gone out and left the door locked. Just let my daughter in. I'll be right back.
Sure, we can.
Of course.
So, I think it's very interesting, and I'd love to know more how laughter becomes a remedy or something that's more used in homeopathy. What a proving.
Oh yeah.
Put it on the
That'd
list.
be interesting. Put it on the list.
Very
Yeah,
long
we could. Very long list already. Yes, it's very exciting.
That is exciting.
Yeah, but laughter is medicine. That's what people say. So it's interesting. It is medicine in a way, and in the form, I've never heard of it as yoga per se. So I'm excited to see if she does some exercises with us, so we learn a little bit. I don't know if we can increase the amount of laughter we've already had on the show today, but let's give her a try.
I did before we do move on. I did want to ask, because you did speak about being a very serious child, and for children to come in, and I know that generally speaking, a lot of children will laugh at almost anything. Anything is funny. But what about that child that does have a little bit of trouble and is very serious and very concerned about things? Could they join your laughter sessions, your laughter yoga sessions? And is it open to anybody and any age group?
Yeah, for sure. And there's a lovely story in Dr. Kataria's book I was just revisiting about a chap who came along to the session, didn't want to get involved, sat and watched. He'd got quite a lot of illness and health stuff going on. And actually went home, took his blood pressure, and his blood pressure had gone down. So he'd got the benefits of laughter just from sitting in that room surrounded by people laughing. So absolutely, I think really anyone can come up, anyone can show up, come to the sessions. And I feel that hopefully, even after, if it took a couple of sessions, people could gradually start to feel more happy to laugh in it, less inhibited, and just be content to be in the space. But I do think once you start, you know what it's like yourselves. You're clearly a group of brilliant laughers. Someone's laughing, and you almost, just almost joining in, and just for no reason, which is the best way to be laughing, really. So, what was I going to say? When I was there on the Saturday, leading this laughter yoga session, the principal of the college was sorting other things out. She's like, "It was so gorgeous hearing the laughter from your room. It made me want to laugh, even though I wasn't in the session." So I think that distance is fine too, and people can take it in their own time. There's no pressure, it really is. And when with my sessions online, I have people who, for whatever reasons, don't want to put their camera on. That's absolutely fine. They can laugh if they want to. Just, I like it if the sound, because it's great to hear other people laugh. But equally, people are welcome to rock up and just be themselves. There's no pressure to laugh or not laugh.
Well, you have to share the details of your sessions with us. We're going to put them on the website so people can join in, because this is obviously something that everybody should try, in particular after the couple of years that we've now had where we had little to smile about. So perhaps a laughter session will do good and will change the energy of the world a little bit. That's brilliant so far. But do you have any questions, Marilyn, Chanel, Deepak?
Deepak left.
Because then I'd like to Oh, okay, his internet connection wasn't so good then. Okay, well, I would like to ask Em to do an exercise with us.
Of course. So in terms of doing a laughter yoga session, there's 4 stages to a session. The first one is clapping and chanting. And
Hold
we'll do
on
that
one
together.
second. Can I just hold on 1 minute? I just want to interrupt. So listen, everyone, it's not just us that are going to do this. Everybody, wherever you are, take a moment and follow us. Let us experience this together, even if we're not here and we can't hear you. The energy of laughter, we'll all feel each other. So let's, wherever you are, thousands of you, let's do this together. Okay, I'm going to be quiet now and listen.
No pressure with the thousands of you, but hey, welcome. So yeah, 4 stages to a laughter yoga session. Our first is clapping and chanting. Our second is our deep breathing. Our third is childlike playfulness, and that's where I invite you to bring that inner child that doesn't matter, that doesn't need to pay a mortgage, be serious, worry about, you know, what the weather's doing or whatever. And the fourth is our laughter exercises. So if you guys are okay, I'll go through all of them, and we'll do maybe a couple of laughter exercises. Wow. And then
Perfect.
I love your point. I love the point about that laughter energy filtering out. Dr. Madame Kataria talks about how laughter can bring peace to the world, because we're almost vibrating at a higher energy, aren't we? I'm amongst homeopaths and friends here. We're raising that vibration ourselves, so we're just emanating that more positive vibrations, and we're not going to go out and start a war if we're busy laughing. It's just pointless, you know. So world peace and laughter. So we always end our sessions with, when I do the sessions online or in person, with a minute of laughter for world peace, which is a really lovely intentional thing too. So let's dive in. Our clapping and chanting, we go ho ho ha ha ha. So it's always in that rhythm. So ho ho ha ha ha, ho ho ha ha ha, ho ho ha ha ha. You guys aren't doing enough loud enough ho ho ha ha ha. Uta, Chanel, unmute. All
right, let's ho ho and ha ha.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Let's ho ho and ha ha.
Do it again. And stretch wherever you need a stretch to. So, you know, if you want to stretch up there, or you've been working and your shoulders are tight, wherever you like, we're just going to go ho ho ha ha ha. Well, we clap. Let's do it. So, ho
Ho ho ha ha
ha ha. Ho ho
ho
ha ha ha.
ha.
Ho ho ha ha ha.
Ho ho ha ha ha.
Ho ho.
Ho ha ha.
Oh.
A bit faster. Ho ho ha ha ha.
Ho ho ha ha.
Ho ha ha.
There's a few people on this call I'm not hearing ho hoing and ha haing. So if Deepak, you must unmute and be part of the ho ho and ha ha, or pick a ho and ha, or do something. I'm not. You must ho and ha at the same time. You cannot be without hoing and haing.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody has to ho and ha.
Hey guys, let's go one more time. So ho ho ha ha ha.
Ho ho.
Can somebody take a shot of this picture of us doing this, like on this back end?
It'll get
Can
better,
somebody do
Marilyn.
that? Okay. Oh, can somebody take a screenshot? Ho ho ha ha.
Oh, there we go. Ho ho ha ha ha.
Oh, 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 ha, ha.
Amnon, you need a little practice.
I thought that's what I'm doing.
try a little harder. Try a little harder.
Just to say, in the yoga sessions, we're very
It's not that hard, is it? This is for real.
But I may bring Marilyn to crack the whip next time. So you can see, even just by articulating the ho ho ha ha ha, it brings that natural laughter already. So we do that as a little warm up, and then we'll do a couple of really nice deep breaths. So let's do that together. I love it on Zoom. I feel like I'm giving everyone a hug. So Let's do a nice deep breath in. And if you're happy to hold it, do. If you're going to, pass out, don't. Just breathe when you need to. So we're breathing out when you're ready. We'll do a second one of those. Let's do a nice deep breath in. And hold if you're happy to again. And breathing out when you're ready. Nice. So our third step, if you remember, is our childlike playfulness. So at the end of some of our exercises, we'll go, very good, yay! And we'll do it 2 times. I always think it's that kind of enthusiasm of a 5-year-old winning the race at sports day, which is something I never did until like 30 odd, and I cheated in a 3-legged race with my daughter. But anyway, we still only got 3rd, but we did it. We made the leaderboard. So we go, well, let's do it together. We go, very good, yay!
Yay!
And one more time, very good, yay!
Very good, yay!
And what I love about laughter yoga is it's nearly as adaptable as my CrossFit classes. We've had a girl, she's an absolute regular, she's a trooper, she's a brilliant homeopath and a researcher. She comes along regularly, and she broke her elbow, so she couldn't reach up. So you can do very good, yay! You can do little ones, you can imagine it. You don't have to be, doing everything all the time. So even if you're just thinking about laughing, we've got so much research around the visualization for athletes. You're getting those benefits. So if you can't even actually laugh, you're still going to get the benefits from thinking about laughing. So anyone can join in, whatever their ability and capacity. So our 4th step, our laughter yoga exercise, is the juicy bit in the sandwich filling. This bit, we're bringing that playfulness to ourselves. Lots of let's start with Namaste laughter. Laughter yoga originated in India. So we should greet each other, and we will do this and laugh at the same time. So hey guys, just let's go laugh. Oh my goodness, we do get oh, beautiful. So let's go with our very goods to mark the end of our exercise. I will go, very good, yay!
Yay! Very good, yay!
I won more.
Very good. Very good. Yay! Chanel! I'm the
Yay!
Yay! You said it was going to be stopping it that there was a problem, didn't you?
This video is going to be banned by YouTube because people are too happy.
Reason to be banned. We should put some doom and gloom in there so everyone still watches it. So let's do milkshake laughter. So this originated as lassi laughter, and I presume it was when it spread to the States, it became milkshake laughter. I like to go with green smoothie laughter or mocktail laughter. My daughter Bet, I couldn't do a year of not drinking about 4 years ago, and I'm loving it. 5 years, I think. So mine's a mocktail, but since it's imaginary, it could be anything, couldn't it? But we'll do milkshake laughter to start. So we haven't got a brilliant high-powered blender. We're going to pour it to mix. So I'll just demonstrate and then we'll do it together. We're going to go yeep, yeep, and a third one, yeep, and then we're going to drink it, and while we drink it, we're going to laugh. So let's get our pouring vessels ready. Thanks, guys. You're just all brilliant, by the way. It's lovely to laugh with you. So let's pour. And again. And one last more. And let's drink.
Well, it definitely makes your stomach muscles twitch.
Can you feel it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so I can keep going, but we can chat. Sorry, Deepak.
When we are laughing, our tears are coming from the outside of eye, and we are when crying from the grief, then our drops are coming from the inside of the eye.
Gosh, I had never thought about that. It's a really beautiful.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
When we are laughing, the tears are coming from the outside, and we are weeping from a grief. The tears will come from the inside. That is the actual physiology of our body. And
That's
when you are not clapping from two hands, just clap from the one hand.
Mm-hmm.
You can listen then. I am doing every morning for 2 and 3 minutes, and that is working for.
You look a little funny though.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't get past what it looks like.
in my childhood, I listened that nobody can clap with a one hand. Then I started clapping from the one hand. This is my clapping.
But that's going to stimulate so many acupressure points, isn't it?
This will increase your peripheral circulation, and you can listen the voice from my hand. This is a clapping from my one hand and a single hand, and this is from my one hand, and this is the actual laughter yoga.
That's brilliant. I love it.
I think this is the happiest show on our Health In. And yes, Amnan is said true that YouTube may be the jealous from us, that we are all are laughing.
Absolutely.
Okay,
This is really cool.
I'm going to ask a question, but I don't know exactly how to ask it. But I'm just going to ask, so because it involves laughter. So I know that and maybe it's age. Sometimes when you do a lot of laughing, you have, not just your eyes are tearing, but you're kind of excreting. What is that? How does that relate to anything that we're talking about?
I guess. I mean, I'm just curious whether laughter yoga would help toning and to have less excreting there. I have a great friend that does pelvic floor Pilates classes, Adore Your Floor class, she calls it. So I don't know. I haven't had experience with anyone in the classes having that issue. To be fair, I can't bounce on a trampoline for very long. My daughter's always like, Mom, for goodness sake. Like, yeah, but you caused that issue, love. So but laughing has never been an issue, even though trampolining doesn't work for me. So I don't know, but I would guess it may well help actually the gentle toning there.
Interesting. As we were talking, and I was just wondering, because a lot of people will have that experience, and so that they stop from laughing. But if it strengthens your core, then maybe there's something that would help. So this has been great.
I can't give us a link to a study or any, but that would be really interesting to look at and find out about. So what was I going to say? Just one sec. Hang on. Sorry.
Yeah. Let me interject here at this point for one moment, please.
Can I come to
I would like to just for a moment Just a minute before we go on, I would like to hand over to Chanel for a moment, because for those of you, well, most of you don't know, but we have a sponsor for the show. And Chanel's going to tell us a little bit about our sponsor here today. So off you go, Chanel.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to let you know that we are working very closely with the International Academy of Classical Homeopathy. And we just did a great interview with Christina Horvath. I didn't know that was going to be a tongue twister. And Danielle Honeywell. It is on both our Facebook page and on our website. So go and check that out. It's about their North American program. It's a 3-year program, and it will help you write your exams for CCH and is accredited. So definitely go and check that out. And if you have any questions or they're not answered in that, you can definitely reach out to me and I can put you in contact directly with Daniel. And back over to Uta.
Can I just mention before we go back to Uta? Thank you. That was beautiful to be right next to Marilyn's comment as well, because I've had some lovely success with homeopathy and urinary incontinence in women in particular, but probably because women consult you more than men anyway. But yeah, so maybe that paired with laughter yoga can be a great tool as well. So it was nice to have the two things together there. Yeah. Thank you, Uta.
Perfect. Yeah, sure, of course. I was going to give you the floor anyway, so would you like to share with us how people can reach you? I mean, without doubt, maybe you will have more people wanting to join your sessions, your laughter sessions, and if someone's in need of a talented homeopath, well, they can contact you. Tell us a bit where people can find you.
So my website's emmacolley.co.uk. On there, there's a lot of information. I do like to write, so there's a tab for homeopathy. There's also a tab on there for laughter yoga, and underneath the laughter yoga tab, there's laughter yoga sessions, which has the Zoom links to the sessions that I'm doing. So that's it, really. It's really, really easy and straightforward. Just emmacolley.co.uk, and just all on there, really. So always happy to answer any questions by email or phone, and that's it. It's gone quickly, hasn't it? It's gone. Really can't believe how quickly the time has gone.
Yeah,
Chatting with you guys has been gorgeous.
It zooms.
We've been laughing.
It always helps. So Uta, you want to talk about some HWC stuff and anything that's coming up?
Yes, things are exciting at HWC. We're transitioning into a new membership scheme come September, so watch out for that. We have some events coming up this month. Chanel, help me, please. What's coming up next?
I didn't know them either. That's why I came to you. Couldn't think of the date. Go ahead. It takes multiple heads.
I had to refer to Chanel.
So Chanel is the crazy glue.
All together, it all makes sense when we're all together. Otherwise, it's chaos, I think. We do have a spiritual wellness coming up on the 29th, I believe. The 23rd, I lied. The 23rd at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will be discussing practitioner burnout and what that means for us. And we never talk about it in complementary health because we're almost expected to not burn out and always be healthy. So we're getting together and we're discussing that. So please join us. That is the 23rd of July at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you for that. Thank you. And if you want to know more about HWC, go to our website. That's homeopathyworldcommunity.com. There's loads of information on there. You can find us on WhatsApp. You can find us on Telegram, of course, on Instagram and Facebook. If you've got any questions about what's coming up next, well, we've got a calendar on the website. You can check all the details there from the calendar. You can register for the events that are upcoming. Each month, beginning of the month, we put up the events for the month to come. And, well, we'll keep you informed
Uta, share
via
about
our channels. Yes.
Yeah, share about the Pacific, the Asian rim stuff we're doing.
Oh yes. See, that's the glue. That's the yeast and the glue, and if we're baking bread, what's the yeast? Probably the sugar and the yeast and the flour. So, yes, we've opened up a strand of HWC that is honing in on our clients and our practitioners on the other side of the globe. So we've got a group on WhatsApp for now for Asia Pacific areas, and they are at a better time zone than the standard events that we do on this side of the planet. We'll have a couple of events there. There's a couple of events coming up for that part of the world. They've got a very active group on WhatsApp, so if you want to stay in touch there, do join us there, drop us a line, and we will refer you to that. What's the event coming up, Chanel, for the Asia Pacific region? There's something specific, if I have it correctly in mind.
And while she's finding that, if anyone is interested in knowing more about marketing and how we can help you, whether it's a product, a service, a course, a school, an innovative homeopathic, whatever, anything health related, wellness related, please reach out to us. If you have a book that you would like to market, we can help you with that. Just reach out to me at Marilyn, MARILYN, at Marilyn Shannon, SHANNON.com. Chanel, you got it?
I believe I've got it.
Okay.
We will be having, actually, Dr. Deepak will be discussing fertility and PCOS in August. The date that we have decided on is the 20th. Nothing is 100% set in stone, so stick to the calendar that we've got up on our website, and or Facebook and Instagram will have that information up in the next couple of weeks for you. Very excited about it.
Here is one addition from my side to M, because we are talking about the laughing today. So we have a homeopathic remedy that is called the laughter remedy, and that is Silesia. This is called a laughter remedy. If your patient is not going to be laugh after many courses, then you just give a dose of Silesia and you just see the results in 2 or 3 days. That is actually the magic of homeopathic remedies. That is for everyone. Thank you.
Brilliant, thank
answer.
you.
I had no idea.
No, me neither. I've just given it to my plants today. But I'll give it to non-laughing people too.
We're going to start hearing ho-ho from them. I'm off the show then. If they start talking and laughing, I'm done.
That's a different kind of substance.
Good. Uta, you want to just finalize? And
Yeah. Thank you so much, Em, for having been on our show today. It was so much fun. We had a lot of laughter. We always do, but this one was exceptionally funny and with a lot of laughter, of course. Thank you so much for making it to our show. Thank you so much, Chanel, for being here today. It was exciting to have you here. Marilyn, thank you so much. Deepak, thank you very much. And Amnan, our producer, thank you so much for doing this each and every month for us. Bye-bye from my side of the world. We'll see you next month for another Health In Show.
bye, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
You are tuned to the Nissan Communications Network. If you tuned in too late, you can always watch each program in its entirety or download an MP3 audio file of it in the archives section at nissancommunications.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook. Sponsored by StreamingGear.com, Carolina Apparel, and DeltaForce.net.